Afternoon.
Welcome, sir.
And firstly, I want to thank you for this wheelchair. This is an electric wheelchair. This can be compared to a car. Wow, thank you very much, man. I want to ask you, because people living with disabilities, there are two major kind of battles they fight:
Okay.
the battles of limitation and the battles of perception.
Yeah.
Now, when I talk about perception, it's about how the society see them. And one of the major issues is their sexual life. Because I have followed your teaching over the years, and I've seen that you are in the right position to do justice to this topic.
Okay.
And that's why we are bringing you in for Ability and Disability, our radio program, to do justice to this topic. What is to people living with disability, their sexual life? Are they okay sexually? Because there is a general perception that somebody on the wheelchair cannot, So I want you to talk on this.
Thank you very much, sir. Talking about people living with disability, most of them they have abilities. They have abilities that most of us do not even have. And I want you to know that most of us that we are alive, we don't have any form of physical disability. We have issues when it comes to sexuality. Do you understand?
Yes.
Some have impotent, some have what we call azoospermia. Their sperm is not able to, impregnate a woman. So it is not only, but because of the way society, because in this part of the world, we have not gotten to a place of knowing. We are ignorant. Most of the things that we're supposed to know, we don't know how to demarcate or differentiate between reality, when we call ideal behaviors and behavioral patterns. I'm talking about ideal behaviors, those are the things that should be. Behavioral pattern, for example, the Bible says, husband, love your wife. Don't beat your wife. Provide for the family. How many men are actually doing that? But that is society's expectation. Do you understand? So people living with disability are not backward sexually. Some of them are virile. They have good sexuality and they can satisfy their spouses. So what we need to do is reorientation, changing our mindset that it is not only when somebody has a physical disability that there will be sexual problems.
Madam, we know we brought you to our program where you rendered a free health service to people living with disabilities.
Yes, sir.
And then we also want to use this. We also want to use this. We also want to use this opportunity to thank you for that. Now, what is your message to the community on how they can, so that to change their perception on the life of people living with disabilities?
Talking to the community at large, we as individual and community, even as a nation, the world, in Europe and other parts of the world, they have been able to. There's something we call inclusivity, to include people with disability. You see in banks, you see in airports, international airports, there are places for people living with disability. Even they made their vehicles or some their luxury buses a space specifically for, and nobody dare sit there. You understand that when you are a full-blooded person, you want to sit there. So there should be laws, there should be rules, and of course, the first thing we should do is being compassionate, showing kindness to people. When you love your neighbor, you show kindness, you are compassionate, you'll be able to know that these people need us even more than they should be included in almost all aspects of life. You are going to the bank with this wheelchair, they might not allow you to enter. They say the wheelchair is making noise. You go to some malls, they say, no, 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 no. They are human beings and they never plan to be like this. Some were born naturally, they have muscular problems, some have spinal cord injuries that led to this. It is not their making. It could have been me. Nobody prepares for accident and say, well, as I'm going, I wish to have accident. Do you understand?
Yes.
So that is just it. We should be compassionate. When you are compassionate and show empathy, putting someone in my shoes. I'll be able to help the person and drop what we call prejudices against people living with disability all over the world to make the world a better place.
I want you to encourage people living with disabilities also.
All right.
Because this is a program for persons with disability.
All right.
That they should not live behind the walls of limitation
All right.
because of the perception of the society.
Yeah.
They can step out and embrace life fully.
All right. So my only advice to people living with disability is that please, you matter. You are unique. All over the world, all of us have unique fingerprints. As we are here, if they do our fingerprint, it can never, even with your father or your mother, your fingerprint can never be the same with one person. For your biological father to give birth to you, it donated maybe from 30, 40 millions of sperms. And after this donation of this sperm, you were the only survivor, despite the fact that your mother donated just one egg. So that makes you unique. Your disability is not the end of the world. That is why when I see some people that are, able-bodied begging for arms, I cry my heart at them. What is this nonsense? Do you understand? You are the best. You can do it if you wish to do it. If you have the plan, be determined. Be determined. It's not the end of your world. You can rule your world. As a person living with disability, we have the likes of Ray Charles. In America, we have the likes of Steve Wonder.
Yes.
They rule the world and they are still relevant. Even they are not alive, their song remain relevant till date.
Wow.
Do you understand?
Wow.
So that is just it. See yourself, you are the best. Say, I'm unique, I'm the best. Keep saying that, because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. And the moment you can continue speaking positivity, you will not radiate negativity.
Wow.
God bless you.
Wow. Madam, before I let you go,
Right.
Message to the government, because you talk about inclusivity. Yeah. How can they include people and their policies? And
all right, the government has a lot to do, because most of the time, as the family is from the community from the nation, and of course we have people governing us, from the local government to the ministry, the state government, and the federal government. There should be policies that we assist. The way they are making policies for people is like there are some set of people that are benefiting from those policies. They should include people living with disability, knowing fully well that they are part of us and they need us. If I want to go from here to Oyinbo, I can decide to trek. But for you, it might not be easy. What is the government doing? Are there provision for job? If they want to employ all these federal institutions like this place, the state government, there should be, okay, this is a percentage for people living with disability every year. If there's going to be, recruitment, not that immediately they see maybe on your CV that you have this challenge, they will just screen you out. There should be a policy backing people living with. There should be positive inclusivity, not that they are humiliating you, or maybe you know one oga before you can be able to, get job. You understand? And they should make school available and free for them. Because most of them, if they have free school, they can do better more than we are able-bodied. I have met, like you are a very brilliant person. I follow your program. You are a very brilliant person. So assuming you were not sent to school, where will you be today? The steps, the giant steps, the leaps you are taking, the giant stride that you are making, you wouldn't have been able to make it without education. Government should make education, make it easier for the parent of these children. I have seen cases of some parents, they say, I cannot do this because the children has disability, and they drop the children right in the hospital or drop it somewhere that they cannot cope. But if they have somebody that is selling them, like a government or something, they go, at the end of the month, we are going to be giving you this. At the end of the month, this child will be going to school. You understand? It makes the child, there's something we call acceptance, boosting their self-esteem. You accept yourself. I have somebody there for me at all. Some people have committed suicide because there is nobody supporting them.
Thank you, ma. Your name again, man?
Chief Matron Folushobo Sede Eniayewu.
Thank you very much, man.
All right.
I'm always very glad to have a conversation with you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you very much, man. God bless you, man.
Yes, sir.
And we hope that whenever we invite you for our programs, you will
If I
definitely
know
share.
on time because of my busy schedule, I will of course make it happen.
And we want to say thank you for the last time you gave us a free medical consultation, and we deeply appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much,
Yes,
man.
sir. Thank
God
you,
bless
sir.
you, man. Thank
Yes,
you,
sir.
man.
Yes, sir.